This is your plumb line, that's your level line. It could be like 30mm into here. Our steel will now sit in like so. We'll get it to sit nice and flush on there.
Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. I think that we've all had enough.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to just extend your rafters onto your wall plate. At the moment, we haven't got a wall plate, we've just got a steel. And I'm going to be showing you how to do a bird's mouth, but it's going to be a reverse bird's mouth because we're going to be sitting on the inside of the steelwork. So I will show you how to do that now. The first thing you want to do, guys, is to find out your plumb line and pitch, well, your pitch by finding out the plumb and level. So just get a little boat level. Imagine this is your rafter, and you just get your level, put it plumb like so. You draw a line down the level line, and then you 90-degree that off, and it'll give you a bird's mouth shape with the angles you need to cut. So I'm going to show you that now. Right guys, so this is your plumb line, that's your level line, and usually if you're going to cut a bird's mouth out, you would cut this section out, and this would then sit over your wall plate. This would be your overhang for the eaves. But in this situation, I've got my steel that sits here, so I've got to do a reverse bird's mouth. So this is going to be my bird's mouth here and here. We're going to cut this section out. So what I've got to do now, guys, is get up into the rafters up there, mark a plumb line, get a level line, set my bevel to it, bring it down, create a little template on one of these, just go around and check them all, make sure they're all right, because I'm pretty sure these rafters are all level, they're all up and down. And then once I get a rough sort of shape for my bird's mouth that suits all of them, I can then get them all set up, bolted in, and take out these acrows. So I've got my angle from up on the rafters, so that's the angle there, that's going to be the plumb line. So I'm going to try and get this sorted with a pencil now. This is very hard being cack-handed. So that's my plumb line. So as you look at it, that's where the rafter comes down, and that's the cut there. So what I need to do now is square off here somewhere, and that'll be my bird's mouth in that corner there. So to do that, we just use a set square and square off like so, and then we can get both angles perfect. So once I've got a offcut, I'll cut this piece out, I'll offer it up, and then I'll be able to tell how far the seat needs to come back and how far it needs to come down. Each one will be slightly different, but I'm going to try and get them all roughly the same, which should then mean all the steel work, well, should mean that all the rafters is level on the ends, because all the steel work's level and is all parallel. Also, on another note, whenever you're working with rafters, hand cutting in roofs, always work from the sides, going to be out on side. Always work from the side that's going to be on the roof, so it's all flush and level. So if you've got to do a cut, it could be like 30mm into here, and if the timber's different thicknesses, this will always be 30mm, and the backside won't get really seen. So that's just another tip when working on roofs. Okay, so if you can imagine, that's our steel. Our steel will now sit in like so. I'll butt up against it, and I'll take the weight of the rafter. I'll put like one bolt here, one bolt there, and off cut, and that will literally support all, because our rafters are only cut like 2mm away from the end. But then at some point I'll have to try and strap these rafters into the steel, which I can figure out at the later date. I just want to get these acrows out of the way for now. Okay guys, so this is where we're at the moment. We've got this cramp here, or clamp, just back to front, pushing the timber up slightly because there's quite a lot of slack in it. and I want to take any sag out the roof. And then this timber is literally going to sit on like so. There. You see, we get it to sit nice and flush on there, like so. And we'll bolt it through on this timber here, all the way up there. We get it obviously level and adjust any angles. And then, as you can see, it's sitting against the timber, nice and sturdy there, and that should hold the roof in place. Right, so that's how we're looking at the moment. You see one pin nail there, another nail there, 100mm nails going straight through. But I'm going to now pilot a 10mm pilot piece through here somewhere, and quite close down the end by here, and then put through M10 100mm bolts. I think they're 110 actually. These bolts, coach bolts, tighten them right up, and I'm going to let this clamp off and see how well it sits. Okay, so for some reason I can't find my actual socket piece to do the ratchet in, so it's going to be by hand for now until I can find it. So I just want to give this a test. And as you can probably hear the wood clamping together nice and tight, and that bolt is tightening right in. This is very awkward in between these joists and rafters. Right, let's have a look now, see if there's any movement once I release this. Oh, lovely. Oh, as you can see, it's not quite sitting on there, which is very strange. You can see a little bit of daylight through the gap. It's very hard to see. There you go, it's touch on the outside, but over time that'll probably settle. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. We do that for all of them and we'll be all right. Right, because we're dealing with old twisted timbers as well, guys, not all of them are straight. So when I've planted this on, can you see how the far left corner is touching, but the right hand side's not? So what I'm gonna have to do is just shave out that corner so it sits flat on the steel, so we get full contact, full support. So all it means is every other joist, whatever's squishy or twisted, I'm gonna have to just shave off the corners just to make sure it's all fitted nice and tight. So I've just nipped 5mm off this side down to nothing on this side. I'll go take it back up now and let's have a look how it looks. That is better, but there's a bit of daylight somewhere, so we just need to sort. Oh, I think that might do. If we can just find wherever's keeping her up slightly, I think it's the tip down there, just shave that off and we should be all right. Okay guys, so we've got 3 little birch mouths in, all bolted on nice and tight. As you can see, they're all sitting on perfect, very snug. So that's the plan for the rest of them, but I'm going to call it a day because it's like 8:30, 8:45. I'm going to have some food and carry on tomorrow, especially if it's raining. So that's the plan for then. I'll catch you in the next clip. Right, so as predicted yesterday, guys, it is raining and I left all this open by here and it's absolutely splashing in down the walls, all over the floor. It's still leaking a little bit through my man-made, from my temporary roof. You can see drip, 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 drip from that bit of timber up there. Floor's wet by here, but it is what it is. It's all coming out eventually. If you'll also see the absolute state of the bathroom that's just happened. Floor's all wet. I had to get a ladder up and try and put that up there because that's where it was coming in as well. The rest of it should be okay. But this is how we are living life right now, roughing and ready in it. So yeah, I'm going to carry on with the timbers in the ceiling. I'm probably not going to film it, guys, because I just want to get it done. I'm just going to knock out a load of them, start jumping up and start pinning them in, getting them all tacked up and ready. Right, so I blasted out a load of noggins or ends of rafters, and I have finished all the timbers in here to sit onto the steel. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to slowly take these acros out, and should just hold this roof up nicely and sit on the steel. So let's see how that goes. And just like that, the roof is now supported. Ignore that bit of timber up there, is held in by one screw, and I cannot be bothered taking it down just yet. That'll come down another day. But now I can finally have a good clean up around here, get the floor all cleaned off, get all the mat in the wash all this down. I know it's all going to come out at some point, but it's just nice to have a clean, tidy shower area. But yeah, I'm probably going to call it a night for now because it's almost 9 o'clock. And I don't want to be drilling and banging and nailing and all sorts. So that's going to be it for tonight. I got those 3 done last night. I got 5 done in that side. I just got another 7 to do in here, which I should be able to fly through tomorrow. Right guys, so 3rd evening on the trot. Got the GoPro on filming me, just putting the last shoe in. So, I don't know if you can see it there now. Got timbers in with 2 bolts all the way across. They're about 800 long each one. The only one I haven't done is this one. By here, can you see the flue? It's on the backside, it's touched against our rafter, so I can't put that one timber in, which is on the floor. As you can see, I've already got my bird's mouth cut. I got them all cut yesterday. So I'm now going to go back to the GoPro. Oh, bloody hell. Go back to the GoPro and take down the last 3 acro props, remove this timber, and that's this room completely open. Plan on the steel. The only thing I got left now is to take that acro down and replace it with a timber upright, just hold the purlin until I remove the roof. So back to you.